Hello and welcome back to the channel. Thanks a lot for tuning in. It's Friday, November 15th, 9:57 a.m. in Europe. I hope you're doing really well. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. It's been, 5 days, 6 days without a video because, as I was saying in the previous one, since we are in price discovery, it's really crucial to let the price do what it has to do and avoid looking at it every 15 minutes because there is no indication. There is very little areas on the chart aside of Fibonacci extensions, which I will talk about in a bit, that you can rely upon in order to make any assumption. So now that it seems that price has stalled since we topped at 93, what was it, 93,338 or so on Binance. Price has, it looks like it's taking a pause, but there is no indication, and I will dive into that, of a return of bear appetite. So let's go back a few days, maybe 10 days, just to clarify where we've been so that we can know better where we are at the moment. And that will help us make estimation or probabilities as to where we go next. So if I switch on the micro count, no, let me do the macro view first. So on the 4-hour, I was saying in the previous video, so we had the bottom of wave 2 here in green. So remember, it's a 1-2 in yellow, 1-2 in red, 1-2 in green. And I was saying this is extremely bullish and we're going to go much higher. I think the video was like, we were at 80, 81, 82,000, something like that. And the initial target for wave 3 in yellow was 82,900 and something. And I was saying, since we have a 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, it's very unlikely that the third wave in green will stop here because we would have a third, fourth, fifth to make a third in red and then a fourth, fifth in red to make a third in yellow. And I was saying we're going to go much higher. Much higher. And I was highlighting the target for wave 3, minimum expected target at 95,854. We have the top of wave 1, the bottom of wave 2. You can make an extension, look at the 1618. More often than not, this is where we tend to go for wave 3. We topped for, at least it seems, for the moment, for wave 3 at 93 and some change. I think this one is not finished. I think it's going to go a tad bit higher. I'm going to tell you why in a bit. So yeah, and also price discovery means you can ditch any indicators you have. You just need to look at volume. And personally, I use a lot Fibonacci extension because if you do, you can mark the top mid-March, the bottom early August, and you look for everything that is above 100% once we broke into all-time high, and you look for the 1236, the 1618, the 200, and so on. So these give you areas of potential attraction for the price, or supposedly said areas where something might happen if the price gets there. We broke the 1236 and I said the next area of interest would be 94 and some change. Well, we came short of that, but I think we might still have a bit more juice into that. So let's look at the Elliott count for the micro picture. I'll get back onto the 1-hour. We had since early November a 1. So if you do look at the count, I'll go fast over that. You can pause the video if you want to. Is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That makes wave 1 in brackets. And then an ABC for wave 2 in bracket. Then a push-up for wave 3 in bracket. A wave 4 in bracket. A wave 5 in bracket. Completing wave 1 in circle. Roman number. And then from here, this is when the count started to be not that obvious. And this is where it was important to give time enough for the corrections to unfold. You had an A down, a B up, a C down for wave 2. Generally, wave 2, you get them more steeper correction than that. However, in a very strong bullish market, the pullbacks tend to be short and shallow. And this is the case for wave 2, if that count is correct. I consider it is. Starting up from wave 2, we look to complete wave 3 in a circle, and we had a 1, and then a wave 2, so you had A, B, C for wave 2, and then a wave 3 in a bracket that completed right about here, wave 3 in brackets. I don't know what is this one doing here. Let's ignore this one for the moment. Wave 3 in brackets, A, B, C down for wave 4. And this is when we were very close to breaching 90K. And there was a last push above 90K to complete wave 5. Now, this completes wave 3 in a circle. And we look now for wave 4 in circle to form before we can consider a final target for wave 5 in circle. And if you recall, this wave 5 in circle in yellow is corresponding to this wave 3 in circle on my macro scale. Okay, so this is what I was saying. I believe, or it's very likely that wave 3 here has not topped yet, that we might see another push higher towards 95 or 96,000, perhaps 99. Because the next level, 99. So looking at the micro counts, from the wave 3 in circle, yellow, you expect a wave 4 to unfold. Now, wave 4, they generally tend to take a shape of an ABC. That ABC can either be a 3-3-5 or a 5-3-5. If it's not an ABC, it can very well be a triangle. Yeah, an ABCDE, where each branch of the triangle is a 3-wave structure. At the moment, there is no indication that wave 4 has bottomed. Yeah, even though you could argue that you have an A down, a B up, and a C down. And if you take a Fibonacci extension for wave B, from the start of wave A to the bottom of wave A here, you can see then once again this 70.2% has proven to be a showstopper for this corrective move. Now, it's very difficult to call the wave 4 in circle completed. Even though, like I said, you have an ABC. So technically, we're done. But this ABC could very well be a 3 move down for the first part of the correction. Yeah. And then you want to see a 3-wave move up for the B wave, and then a 5-wave move down for the C leg, completing the correction. As always, guideline for areas of support in wave 4 correction, starting at 86,244 all the way down to 78,967. There is no guarantee that we're going to reach at least 23.6. Remember, this is a highly bullish market, and it's not surprising. It would not be surprising to have shallow corrections, okay? If we are indeed in an ABC, then there is a very high probability that wave A has bottomed, and now we are going to work our way up for wave B. Wave B, we want to be able to identify 3 waves. It's a corrective move. Yeah, we are correcting this descending move. I have drawn areas of resistance from the top of wave A down to the bottom of wave A. The expected, if wave A has really bottomed, then you can take retracement Fibonacci, and you can look for areas at 89,925 all the way up to 92,267 to probably stop the price in its corrective move up, and then start the creation of the C leg. Now, it would not be the first time that I overestimate the length of a correction. And so if that's the case, then there is a possibility that this is an ABC and the wave 4 is done. Yeah, you would have it like that because it's a 3-wave move correction. Clearly identifiable on the chart. If that's the case, then here are the things we want to see happening on the charts to confirm that we are indeed making that the price is unfolding for wave 5 in circle. You want to see impulsive moves, 5-wave structure. Yeah, you want to see price break above this high first without starting to form a impulsive move down. Because remember, if this correction is complete A, B, C, now you want to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, for wave 5. Yeah. If it's not complete, then you will not see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You will see something like looks like a 1, 2, 3, or should I say an ABC. Yeah, and then down. Okay, so that's the first indication. Break with momentum and with volume 91,809. The second sign that you want to see is a break above the most recent high, 93,297 and some change, whatever you have on your chart. But most importantly, you want to be able to identify a 5-wave move up. It has to look like an impulsive move and not like a corrective move, okay? So that's it for the count. So expected wave 4 probably completes. If that's the case, then 5-wave structure move up with breaks of the most recent 2 highs. If that's not the case, then what we are doing now is probably the B wave that should find areas of resistance here in red, and then we should expect further downside in an impulse fashion to complete wave 4 before we can actually go to wave 5. So that's for the microstructure. Yeah. Invalidation of this concept is, of course, if you break 78,967, then you are not in a wave 4, you are into something else, and we will need to revise the count. Okay. Now, if I look at the technical just for a quick bit, no, sorry, the macro count. Remember that the situation, the structure in the Elliott wave count is very bullish. Yeah, you have a wave of a lower degree into a wave of a higher degree into a wave of a higher degree as well. So once we have identified the top of this wave 3, then we will move into a wave 4 correction before we can actually call the wave 5 top for wave 3 in circle. And then this will repeat again for a wave 4 in red and a wave 5 in red, completing wave 3 in yellow. And then they are very far away. And then this will happen again for us to complete wave 5 in yellow, which will be the end. And that's when things will get probably very exciting, very euphoric in the market, because this 5 in yellow will be the end of this 5 in Roman number. And if you look at the structure we have for Bitcoin, the top we made in 2021 in April was wave 3. Then we have a wave 4. Where is it? No, it's not this one. I'm getting too impatient here. This will be the top for mid-cycle. Yeah, we would then need to see a strong ABC correction before we can actually consider the top of this entire move that we started since, what, 2011? So we are getting, and I'm talking in terms of a few years, I'm not talking in terms of months, but we are getting into the end of a cycle, at least as far as a 5-wave structure for Bitcoin started 15 years ago or 16 years ago. Things will get very, very interesting as to how the price is evolving. As always, keep in mind the technicals. So Fibonacci extension, overhead resistance, area of interest, 94,000. Don't lose sight of this one. Yeah, this is the 73,641 is the most recent high that could serve, that is expected to serve as area of support should we ever come back down to it, like rather soon to test it. It will get tested. The question is when and how will it react once the price approaches this level. That's the end of the video. I thank you very much for watching it. Leave me a comment, put a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'll speak to you very soon. Bye-bye.